Alrighty, we're back. Austin, what are we doing today?
We're changing oil in the old 79.
So, I mean, this is what, just a simple oil change, but what, one of the most important maintenance pieces you can do on your car?
Just a good basic oil change, man. You know, when they've been sitting a while, you know, they might get a little dirt in oil sitting there, you know, or anything. But we're just gonna do a nice oil change on the conventional 10W30 here.
All right. So we're working on this Brown Beauty here today on this Tech Tuesday, and we get, tons of questions. We know it's simple, we know it's redundant, but it's a little different than your newer cars, working on a classic car. Maybe you don't drive your car every day, maybe it still sits a lot. So you definitely want to be aware where your oil line is at, how much oil you have in your car, and how old it is. I mean, this car has probably only had 1,000 miles on it since the last oil change. But with it being an old 40-plus-year-old motor, you definitely want to make sure you're changing it more often than maybe a modern car.
More frequently.
Yes, sir. So let's get dived right into it, Austin.
Yeah, let's do it. Our socket here is going to be a 13/16. There might be a little paint on the bolt, but it'll go on.
Now we're working on this 305. It almost made me think it was a Pontiac motor with that blue oil pan. But you were saying that most 305s you've worked on have had blue oil pans?
Yeah, they sure did. In the late 70s, some reason they painted them whatever this blue is. I don't think it's Pontiac blue, but some kind of blue.
Yeah, so I mean, it's just a 40-year-old engine that Ben said it's probably been 1,000 miles since he's changed it, but
yeah,
or being that old of an engine, it gets a lot dirtier quicker, I would say.
Yep, the oil would go through there and burn out the cylinder head. Yeah, because it's going to dirty up your cylinders. It's just going right back into it.
Yeah. Alrighty, Austin. So we've got the pan draining. We're taking a look at our oil here. What kind of oil are we using? What are we running today?
It's the HR2 conventional 10W30. The W is for the weight. And some people like to use thick oil. Some people use thinner oil. If you got a motor, it's got a lot of miles on it, you might want to use 10W40, you know. But in most cases, it's a good little motor like this, 10W30. It don't knock or peck or nothing. So.
And I know a lot of like conventional cars nowadays, they'll use what, 5W30? And you'd probably want to use
a little bit thicker oil. Yeah, newer engines might need thicker oil and stuff. Synthetic.
Now on that drain plug bolt, you got what, a rubber washer that helps seal that?
Yeah, always check your nylon washer. It helps seal the oil pan. This one seems to be okay.
Replace it if needed?
Yeah. Replace it if needed. And these here, you always want to get them a little tighter than normal because those nylons like to leak sometimes. All right, we got this little oil filter tool. They make a blue million of these. This is just your basic one, really.
And that's as handy as can be because usually, a lot of times it's hand tight, but sometimes, you crank them down and you can't get them undone. So having that tool.
They got the 1/2 inch square and then this one's the 3/8, so all will work.
Okay.
Yep. Oil's gonna start pouring everywhere, so be prepared. And I always take a look in there and just kind of see if I can see any metal or anything. It's always good to pay attention to that stuff. This one looks pretty good.
And what, usually if you see like a sparkle metallic in the oil.
If you see metallic, it's got a little metal bearing residue in it.
Yeah.
But any motor with miles is going to have that probably. But this one's really, really clean. Now we're going to take a little bit of oil. We're going to fill our oil filter up about halfway. And then we're going to dab a little around that seal there for next time. That way it's easier to take off next time. Because if you don't, you won't hardly get that off without absolutely destroying that filter.
And you're filling it up with what, about halfway? Is that to prime it so your oil pump doesn't have to do as much work?
Yeah, so it's easier on your oil pump. You don't want that oil pump dry whatsoever, at any time, but this will help a lot, so yeah. Should be good. Take a little bit there and go around there. Sometimes I'll just take a little paper towel and dry it off a little bit. Make sure ain't no dirt on the block. Make sure ain't no, one more little check, no bugs or nothing. Looking good. I've always tightened it up like with my wrist tight, but I'll do this today. You can get it tight as it'll go with one hand, or you can just stick the tool back on there and do your little quarter turn. That's it. The rest of our cord in that we use for the priming the oil filter, let's go ahead and knock that out.
For the funnel there, I saw you were cleaning it with some brake cleaner.
Yeah.
Always want to make sure you have a good clean funnel.
Clean funnel. One time I took it apart, or I took my funnel, and there's a big old black widow in there looking at me. So
yeah.
We don't want no creepy crawlies in your funnel when you're trying to put oil in it.
Yeah. So on these old cars, it's a little bit different than your newer cars. Newer cars, you look at that, oil life, it may be up to the 5,000 to 7,000 mile range. With these old cars, the 40-year-old plus engines, you're definitely not going to want to reach that 5,000, that 7,000 mile mark. You definitely want to check your dipstick, look at the oil quality, see how dark it is. And anything you have to say on that, Austin? What do you think?
Your oil is the life of your engine.
That's right.
Straight up, man.
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like this Berlinetta's only had maybe 1,000 miles on it, but you saw how black the oil was.
And if you drive it a lot, change it more often.
Yep.
Every little bit helps.
And also, maybe your car doesn't leak oil, but it could burn it too. So if you let it sit a while, you drive it every now and then, or you drive it a lot, you always want to check these old classic cars on the oil level.
Fourth quart, and we'll start it up. Put the rest in, did 4 even. I know I'm at a good starting point here. And if anything, it's going to need either a half a quart or a full quart, and it'll be done.
All right, I'm cranking.
Okay.
See the line?
Yeah, we need about a quart. Right now it's at the 2 dots where it says add, and then full is right next to it up here. Okay, well, usually while I'm at it, I'll check the antifreeze if the engine ain't too hot. This one's got a little pressure in it. Let's see. Okay, we're obviously full. Check that. Check your overflow. Make sure this one's a little low, but it ain't been drove to, but fill it up. Check your washer jar over here. It's good. It's got
See the blue line there?
Yeah. Your brakes, you can check that.
And then maybe your air filter, maybe they can do that.
Have a look at your air filter. This one looks about 70% good. Yeah. Put you tidy up. Put your oil cap back on. It's done. Drive it. Check your plug wires. Make sure they're not laying all over the manifolds and stuff.
Well, that's another Tech Tuesday for you guys. We know it's a simple one, an easy one. But like Austin said, the oil is the lifeline of your engine. And these classic cars, a little different than maybe a modern car. Maybe want to pay more attention to it, the level and the quality. And anything else you have for us, Austin?
I believe that's it. We checked everything and did everything, took our time, and I feel good about it. Just ready to drive it.
Well, we will see you guys on the next one. Maybe we'll have a few more maintenance videos coming out for some classic cars.